Heat is very important term in many engineering areas. Heat is the transfer of energy due to the temperature difference. Heat transfer is a subject which deals with the transfer of the heat. It means how heat is transferred. Heat is transferred by three ways. Conduction is a way of heat transfer in which heat is transferred through solid materials. There are many examples of conduction. For an example, if we are flying in Boeing 777, it is flying at an altitude of 40,000 feet. At this high altitude, the cabin temperature, it means the temperature inside the cabin must be at the human comfort. But at this high altitude, the outside air temperature is staggering -40 degree or -50 degrees Celsius. So how can we maintain our cabin warmer? Well, fiberglass is a material which is used in the aircraft body. So which property is important for this material? Well, thermal conductivity is the property which deals with this phenomenon. How can we measure the thermal conductivity? So this is the setup for measuring thermal conductivity by cylindrical method. So from this apparatus, here on-off switch is provided, right? So by this switch you can on or off your apparatus setup. For temperature, here indicator screen is provided where temperature readings are shown. With help of dimmer you can change your voltage, and this voltage is shown in this voltmeter screen provided. In the ammeter screen your current is provided, so you can read the current value from this ammeter screen. So when you look into this cylinder, here in the innermost portion, heater is provided throughout the length. This heater is generating the heat, and this heat is coming in outward direction. So there are two insulating powders. First one is a POP powder and second powder is a sawdust powder. So here T1 and T2 is the thermocouple placed on the inner layer. T3 and T4 thermocouples are provided on middle layer, and T5 and T6 thermocouples are provided on outermost layer. So here when you switch on the apparatus, here first thing you have to do is set the voltage value. For example, here by rotating the dimmer button, here I am setting the 70 volt for this particular set. So when you set the 70 volt, here temperature readings are shown. So here temperature readings are shown by rotating the channel, right? So total channel 1 to 6 are provided, and by just pressing the button you can check the temperature readings for particular thermocouple 1 to 6. So after some time, for example after an hour, our setup is now on steady state.
So after the system reaches to the steady state, we can note down the temperatures of the all 6 sensor. So after steady state we will get value of T1 as 216 and T2 as 211, T3 and T4 as 107 and 104, T5 and T6 49 degrees Celsius. Now by using this value we can easily find out the corresponding temperature of inside cylinder, middle cylinder and the outer cylinder. So the temperature of inside cylinder is 216 plus 211 divided by 2, so that the mean temperature, which is 213.5. Same procedure for the middle cylinder, 107 plus 104 divided by 2, and same for the outer cylinder, which is 49. Now we know some fixed parameter like R1, which is radius of the inner cylinder, R2, which is radius of the middle cylinder, and R3, which is radius of the outermost cylinder, and the total length of the cylinder is considered as a 1 meter. Now from the theory portion we know that we have equation for this conductivity. So to find out value of conductivity of POP powder we can use this equation, and to find out conductivity of sawdust we can use this equation. We know the value of all the fixed parameter like radius and length. Ti and Tm can be, the value of Ti and Tm can be taken from this Ti as 213.5, Tm as 105.5 and To as a 49. So by using these fixed parameter values, we can easily find out conductivity of POP and sawdust. Putting the value in this equation, we will get conductivity of POP as 0.172 watt per meter degree Celsius and conductivity of sawdust as 0.097 watt per meter degree Celsius. Now, what is conclusion of this practical? So there are mainly three conclusions of this practical. First one, we can say that from the experimental value that both the powder, POP powder as well as sawdust can be work as an insulating material as they have very low thermal conductivity. Second, by using this cylindrical method, we can easily find out thermal conductivity of any material which can be easily converted into the powder form. And the third conclusion, as we can see here, that our practical values of the conductivity of POP powder and sawdust are nearly same as the theoretical value of the conductivity of POP powder and the sawdust.